Welcome to the farm.
Welcome back to the farm. I'm Justin.
I'm Dana.
And today we are going to do a little bit of spring setup work with our chickens. And we're going to start by doing dust baths.
So today we started noticing the chickens are trying to dust bath in the dirt, but it's not loose and quite warm enough. So we're going to start making them some dust baths so they can keep bugs off them and keep themselves clean and cool. So we're going to use some peat moss right here, and we also have wood ash. So we got the wood ash just from burning fires in our fireplace in the house, so we're going to use a combination of those to make our dust baths.
Also got some of the ash from boiling our maple sap, so it's multi-use. So what the dust baths do is they actually, chickens roll around in it and they fluff up their feathers and they kick and they flap their wings, and it gets all the dust down in by their skin. It helps keep them dry, and things like lice and mites don't like it dry, so it dries out the lice and mites and keeps them off of them. So that's why we do this.
The wood ash will dry them out. Some people use DE instead of wood ash. We use both. It's kind of whatever we have. Right now we have an abundance of wood ash, so we're going to use that because it's free, but trying to keep the chickens healthy, keep bugs off them. All right, so we got our 3 dust baths here, 2 for the mobiles and then also for Harrietta, so we'll bring those on over to them. Ooh, they are excited. They have their dust bath back. We don't give them dust baths during the winter time, so they just get it in the spring, summer, fall, so they're definitely going to be excited. So we're taking down the rest of the chicken venting on the coops. We have nighttime temperatures that are typically above freezing right now. In a week or so they're going to be a little cold, but they'll be alright. We have enough chickens in there to generate enough heat, so taking down the rest of the venting for them so I can get some fresh air.
Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do today with the chickens is we're gonna work on getting the fencing set up a little bit better. They're more active and outside, which means other animals are also more active and outside, and we've actually had a raccoon get into the chicken runs through the fence, so we want to get them back energized for chickens' protection more than anything.
We don't have them energized during the winter time because the solar panel that we use would be all covered by snow, and the electric fence is covered by snow, so it just wouldn't work. So in the winter, we kind of risk it and allow them to hopefully fend for themselves.
And usually the animals are pretty bedded down, so they don't disturb them too much in the winter. But now the spring's here, we need to get them protected.
Yeah. So our plan for this time is we have two separate run areas. We're going to combine them into one big run, allow them to all mingle together because we need that extra fence for our turkeys coming this spring.
Right. And we're hoping, since we've had the two coops next to each other, the chickens have kind of been familiar with each other a little bit, so hopefully bringing them all together won't be too big of an issue, and they won't be picking on each other too much. Granted it'll still happen because that's what chickens do.
Right.
But we're hoping that'll help ease it. And they still have their separate coops that they can go into, so they should, in theory, be able to get away from each other. And it's kind of an experiment. We'll see what happens.
But we need the fence, so it's got to happen.
So throughout the winter, the fence is kind of stretched and whatever, and you can see it's not so tight anymore, so we want to move it, tighten it up. Problem is this section is still kind of frozen, so I'm hoping I got a bucket of 5 gallons of hot water here. I'm hoping I can dump it on the ice here, free it up so we can get this moved and charged, because right now with this frozen to the ground, the fence will just short out and it's not really going to do much of anything, and it'll just kill the battery. So let's see if my little idea works. It worked. Dana and I have the fence all set up here. A nice big area for them now. Feel like by doing this, instead of having the two small areas, we ended up with one great big area and actually gave them all more space. And yeah, I like it. You like it?
Yeah, they seem happy.
Yeah. So the next thing we need to do is we need to get the charger here hooked up. So Dana will work on doing that. And basically it's just got a little metal ground bar that's right attached to it that just pushes into the ground.
Sure is nice when the soil is all soft.
Yeah, last year we were pounding these in. We had a drought, and the ground got so hard we were actually pounding everything in with mallets instead of stepping it in because we couldn't get it to go into the ground. It was really hard on the fence. Not a fence problem, definitely a user problem. The fence is awesome.
Yes.
We love the fence. So then the next thing we're going to do is tie this up together just to hold it together. Then we connect the two electrodes, and on the other side, right straight across from us there on the other seam, we already have the electrodes connected, so it makes a complete circle all the way around. And then we can just hook up that alligator clip, and then we're able to just push the button on the back, and the fence is live. I can hear it pulsing. So that'll help. It's not so much designed or for our purpose to keep the chickens in. It's more to keep predators out. We have foxes and coyotes and raccoons and possums, and they all like to get in the chicken coops and eat the eggs and eat the chickens. So it's more for chickens protection. If we could, we would love to just free range them all over, but we'd be losing chickens constantly.
That's a future property, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But they seem to be happy. They even got some back there digging around in the leaves and stuff looking for bugs already. So they're happy to have some fresh grass too. Well, that'll do it for this one.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate you watching. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. We really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? We got great content. We look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.